Hello and welcome everyone to L.F.C. Pulse. There is a big controversy going on from the comments of Steve Nicol, who was a Liverpool former Liverpool player and a legend. He talked something about Liverpool and Arne Slot's style against Chelsea on ESPN. So we are going to check what he talked, what was his views, and how it panned out. So stay tuned. Yeah, we'll start with what was the controversy, what Stevie Nicol told. Let's see what he told on ESPN FC.
Stevie, first challenge here passed for Arne Slot and the boys. Was that the first biggest test under him at Anfield?
Yeah, absolutely it was. And they've passed the test in terms of the result of the game, but I'm not so sure they've passed the test in terms of the performance. I mean, if I'm a Chelsea player, I'm going home thinking, how did we not get something out of that game?
So for those who know what Stevie Nicol is, he is a Liverpool defender from 1981 to 94. He is a five-time English champion, so he knows winning means. Also 1984 European Cup champion and 88-89 footballer of the year. So he's not a small guy or he's not like any other footballer. He has played in one of the best teams for Liverpool in their one of the best or one of the successful periods of uh, Liverpool's history. So he's not any other guy. He knows what winning is and what Liverpool means. You have to remember that context.
Now, I think the highlights kind of summed it up. Liverpool going forward looked way more dangerous than Chelsea did. And I think that's the difference in the result here, that Liverpool did get the 2 goals and going forward looked as though they were going to create, because Chelsea didn't. I don't remember Kelleher making a proper save. And the fact that Chelsea had more passes, more possession.
So what he's telling here is, even though Chelsea have had more control or they had everything going for them, but still Liverpool going forward was much more threatening. That's why Liverpool scored those 2 goals, and Kelleher didn't have that much to do. He will explain why that happened.
More shots. Tells you that this wasn't as impressive as I had hoped for. In fact, I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed.
He's not impressed with Liverpool's performance against Chelsea. That's what he's telling.
Don't enjoy Liverpool playing at home at Anfield against anybody and sitting back and try to play counter-attacking football, because that's what it was. Now, maybe we just have to get used to looking at a different type of Liverpool, because under Klopp, it was, particularly at home, this is our place. We're squeezing the life out of anybody who wants to come to our field and try and play. This absolutely was the opposite.
Here, what he is telling is, under Klopp, Anfield was the fortress, and if teams are coming to Anfield, they will be scared. They need to play their best game against Liverpool at Anfield. That was a terrifying thought, to come to Anfield, that atmosphere of the Kop or Anfield, and playing against a team of Liverpool at Anfield. It was a terrifying thought. For if you see the videos from former players, also opposition team Chelsea, Manchester United, City, you will get that idea, like coming to Anfield is one of the toughest things in football for Europe also, and even in Premier League. But what changed in this match is Liverpool were sitting back and they were trying to counter. That's what he's telling. That is, he's not impressed with that style. This style should not become Liverpool's regular thing. That was the point, and that's why he got so much trolled. But I don't think he's wrong in telling that. Liverpool at Anfield should be the dominating force. Teams should fear to come to Anfield and try to dominate.
And so the result's great, the result's perfect. You can't complain about 3 points, but I'm sorry, the performance for me wasn't particularly great.
Now here, Ale Marino is decoding that goal from Chelsea. So let's see what he's telling.
Sit back with the rest of the team. In the goal that Chelsea scores, and this is the part that really troubled me from a Liverpool perspective, there's no pressure on Moises Caicedo. Now, if you're going to sit back and you're going to put numbers behind the ball, once they get into an area in which they are able to play the ball forward, you got to go and step to the ball. You got to go and press the ball. So there was no pressure on that initial pass into Caicedo, and once he turns, there's no pressure on Caicedo. In fact, there are trailing defenders from Liverpool coming out of the midfield that are late to actually challenge this ball. And then there's a high line. So it's a combo package of doom. When you have no pressure on the ball, and then you have a high line. And this is a ball that goes right down the middle, as we call it, right down the spine of Liverpool.
So what he's telling is, if you are trying to sit back, or if you are letting opposition team to play through, that time if you want to do counter attack, or if you want to soak that pressure, that time there should be a pressure on the opposition team. If you just sit back or try to defend from back, and if there is no pressure on the team, opposition team, when they are passing or when they are trying to play, that will not work, because the first that pass for the Nico Jackson goal, which came from the Caicedo, he didn't had any pressure on him, so he just passed through the middle of Liverpool's defense. That is not good. That was the issue everybody was talking, and that should not happen. If you want to try to defend more, you have to keep the pressure also. Defenders will be there, defending line will be there, but the midfield, that was the issue with McAllister, was not there, because Jones was going front. Jones was not putting that much pressure in the midfield. He was more like going forward, and he scored the goal. Everything, he gave the assist because of the penalty. Because of him only we got the penalty. So he was going forward, but that was keeping the gap. And when you are not keeping the pressure, our opposition team tried to take advantage of that. That was the issue. Now let's see what Steve Nicol is making of that game, and what are the implications of this game on the coming games.
And the way he went about it was to sit. That worries me, because I'll be shocked if they don't do the same at Arsenal. You're not telling me they're going to go away from home and an even bigger game and decide to get after and close the ball down early. That's not happening. So
that was the worry, or that is the worry. Like, I think this was the effect of that Nottingham Forest defeat. Arne Slot took that defeat very seriously, and that's why they tried to play like Nottingham Forest. Basically, we copied Nottingham Forest from that game. At Anfield, we sat back, we let opposition team come, and on counter attack, we tried to hit. That should not happen, even though it was a similar condition. But that is not the Liverpool DNA. And if it is happening at Liverpool, at Anfield, what will happen when you are going to Emirates next week against Arsenal, or after that to Manchester City? That's what he's telling. This is not good sign. Liverpool have to make those changes. They have to press more. If you are sitting back, that is not enough. That is not the Liverpool's DNA, and that will not give you title. That is the what he's telling.
he has to thank his lucky stars that they won this game, but he has to look at it and figure out, if you're going to go to Arsenal and sit, there has to be a confrontation with the man on the ball at a certain point. You can't just stand back and let them do Chelsea, or let Arsenal do what Chelsea did today, because the back four was overworked, but it did its job, and that's why Keller didn't have much to do. So again, you take the points, but you have to get McAllister in there with Gravenberg, and then you can decide whether it's Curtis Jones or Szoboszlai, because Szoboszlai recently hasn't been at it.
Yeah, and it's 4 points clear of us.
So that's what he was telling. Going to other teams or going to Emirates, different difficult teams, that will bite us. This type of style, we should not be giving that much chance to opposition team. Definitely not at Anfield. Now that was the criticism. That was the thing which got Steve Nicol got viral, or banter from the Liverpool fans. Liverpool fans were angry because of this comment. Let's see what he wants to tell in defense. So next day when he came back in studio, he talked about why he was telling that. There was a commentary from the commentator, the moderator, who was trying to tell, even though Liverpool won the match, why you are making this time this much fuss. So let's see what he wanted to tell.
That's what you said in that clip, wasn't it? You don't like Liverpool sitting back at home at Anfield, which they did, but it worked. They got the result.
Well, see, there's a problem with that also, right?
Right.
Now, I understand that you can't always be on the front foot and squeezing the life out of teams for 90 minutes and getting after it and the whole thing. But that's how successful Liverpool teams in the past, including the one I was part of, that's how they won championships. From Shankly all the way through to Klopp. That's how they won championships. And all the ones that played counter-attacking didn't win a title. Benitez, Roy Hodgson.
So what he's telling is, if you are trying to play the counter-attacking football, it will not be enough to win championship. Through Shankly to even to the Jurgen Klopp era, whoever pressed more, whoever played that more attacking football, those teams won the championship. Even he was the part of that one of the team. That's what he's telling. And which teams, Liverpool teams, tried to counter-attack or playing like the current match, that they didn't win any championship. Rafa Benitez, he told, and Roy Hodgson. So Brendan Rodgers also you can take in that. So that was a thing. That is a glaring thing we need to discuss, and why Steve Nicol was talking about that. Let's see what he wants to tell more.
All counter-attacks, right? Didn't win the league. Now, the second point is, okay, if you're going to play a sit tight, don't give anything away,
Right.
and counter-attack, at least do it well. And if you do it well, then you'll get some praise for doing it well. But they didn't do it well.
Why not?
Well, did you see the goal that Chelsea scored?
That was one goal, and then you also.
Oh, that was one goal. Well, hold on a
you
second.
said Kelleher didn't have to
let
make
me
a save.
finish.
Didn't you say he
Well,
didn't
let
have to
me
make a
finish.
save?
But that's
so
got-
therefore they did
but that's
well
got
for the rest
nothing-
of it.
No.
Why
No.
not?
No, we didn't.
Surely if you stifle
It
a
didn't-
Chelsea attacking lineup that has been so strong
Tell me
this
when
season.
you're finished. You won't let me finish.
Go on.
Well, the reason Kelleher didn't.
That commentator is from our side, moderator is from our side, Liverpool fans. He listened to Liverpool fans, I guess, and that's why he's confronting Stevie Nicol.
Easy day was because of Chelsea's forwards.
It was Chelsea's fault, not Liverpool.
The reason that you play if you play that way, you have to make sure that it doesn't get through, right? And that didn't happen. How many times were Chelsea able to get to the back four? Now, it just so happened that the back four did enough to stifle what Chelsea had, and Chelsea's forwards.
Isn't that the back four's job?
Yeah, so that was the confrontation between the moderator and Stevie Nicol. So you saw that what was the point from Stevie Nicol, what he was making, like you can't sit back and without pressure try to win. Maybe against Chelsea we got 3 points, we got the win, but against other teams, Arsenal, City, Real Madrid also coming, it will not work, and you can't win championship with that thing, with this type of football. So need to be more proactive, need to put more pressure, and that Liverpool DNA, attacking DNA, that we have to remind. So that was the thoughts from Stevie Nicol. Let me know what do you guys think about going viral from Stevie Nicol, and do you agree with his point of view, or if you don't agree, why you don't agree? I feel his points were good. He is a Liverpool legend, and if he is talking something, we need to listen. I am also not much interested in what pundits are telling, but sometimes their analysis will also be good. These are great players. Most of them are good players, but Stevie Nicol was a great player. He was the part of that champions Liverpool's glorious era, and he knows something about the playing styles. So that was the point. Let me know what do you guys also think. Okay, that's it from me, guys. Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about Stevie Nicol's comments and the response he got from Liverpool fans? I think we need to listen every angle, every view. Even though I also don't like pundits that much, but you need to remember that they are the players. They have played this game, and he was one of the great ones. So even if he gives a criticism, we have to take it as a Liverpool fan, and we need to support our team. So let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? If you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It gives us a great help, and it will be great for you also. You will get notifications for the videos. So do consider subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.